And hello everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy II. I'm your host nicodemoscain, and we have finally figured out what the hell we're going to do. In the last episode I was a little lost, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do it. I need a thing called a white mask, which is in that big ass castle that you see on the screen, and I am supposed to talk to Pavel, which I found out is inside of this damn city. We didn't look hard enough, apparently, whenever we came in here last time. So, we're going to go look for Pavel. But yes, I had to cheat. I had to look it up. I thought they said... Well, let me look over here. Son of a bitch, there is a house down here. I cannot believe it. But I had to look in the strategy guide to figure out just what the hell I was supposed to do. Because I really had no clue at all. Alright, so there he is, Mr. Ninja himself, Pavel Chekhov. Well, if it isn't Firion, how goes everything? Oh, that's bad, horrible. Oh, I can't. What do you know about the Ultimate Scroll? Nothing, Mycedia. There, this one. Where's the hidden door in Castle Finn, you ask? Of course I know. What's inside? The white mask? Well, I'm not interested in that piece of royal trash, thanks. That's good to know. I'll tell you how to get there. The hidden door is in the upper right corner of the Grand Hall, but what are you going to use a mask for? I don't know. You don't know anything about that? Do you know anything about anything else? You know about dragoons? No? Nothing? Okay. Well, there you go! Upper right-hand corner of the Grand Hall. That's really... That's all I needed him for. That was it. It was just to ask him what the hell he knew about where the hell I was supposed to go. Seriously, that was it. That was all I needed to know. And we spent, what, 30 some odd minutes in the last episode trying to figure out that. That was it. Now, you gotta be kidding me. With the friggin' monster attack right before I get into the castle. Oh, for crying out loud. Scrub-ass goblins, too. Right before we get to castle. Come on. Okay, there we go. I don't even look at the screen anymore. Every time I get into a fight, I just like hold the button down and then I like look away at something else to make sure that, you know, everything's recording and working the way it's supposed to. I really, truly, I just don't... It doesn't even matter to me anymore. It's like, whatever. Alright, so I think the royal chamber is up this way. Of course it is. That's where all the royal chambers are. So, it's up here, and he said upper right. Is it up here? No. Nothing was found. There's a hole in the wall. It's a secret door. Uh-oh. Well then, do we have to use something? Oh shit, do we have to use something? Oh no, we just walk in. Oh. Okay. Alright, well there you go. Shit, that was amazing. That took me fucking forever. Holy crap. Look at this. Okay, so there's that stairwell that I couldn't figure out what the hell we're supposed to go to. So this is the basement. This is B1 of the castle. Alright. Well, let's start the empty room simulator. Might as well, right? That's the way Final Fantasy II works. Splinters, okay. And I know I was editing a video a couple days ago where I was saying something about the splinters. They were different color than usual. There's splinters, and then there's oh shit, the name totally skipped my mind now. I swear, as soon as I started saying that sentence, I had the name of what it was. Now I can't think of what it was now. It was Sliver. That's what it was. Sliver. Jesus. My mind, huh? That's alright. Oh, come on with both the friggin'... And it's the same amount of... You gotta be kidding me. This is stupid. I mean, I'm not worried about them doing doing very much damage to me here. Right? They're just... To my main three, they're just scrubs, you know. They might be a little bit of a fight to Layla, but that's only because she's still, you know, scrub companion number, what are we up to now, 4? There was Mindu, and then there was the one guy that got run over by the rock, and then there was Gordon. Gordon came with us for a while. And then Layla, yeah, so there's 4. For God's sake. I know I've said it before that these random fights are just the worst. They are the absolute worst. I know that if it were a normal Final Fantasy game, you know, around the 8 to 16-bit era, you might not have so many fights because the leveling system on those is fairly normal. But on this, because you're not getting any experience for actually fighting, you know, random fights, you're only getting experience for using abilities, you get so many more. You know, I know on, like, Final Fantasy 1, we could walk for, you know, sometimes 10, 20 steps and never get into a fight. Obtain a knife. Wow, that's awesome. I got a knife. What is that? Oh, it's a stunner. Okay. Yeah, we've already fought those before. The Stone Cold Steve Austin stunners. Yeah. Revenants we fought before, and the Wraiths we fought before too. That's old school stuff. So, this is just going to be a nice, relaxing jog through the basements of the castle. Trying to figure out where we're supposed to go. I do not have the strategy guide opened up. Like I said, I only looked because I could not figure out where the hell Pavel was. And it's amazing that he was in that city. And I know that I went inside of that city and looked around. I know I did. God damn, how many of these things can they throw at me? Look at this. This is ridiculous. But I know that we went and looked for him. It's just amazing that I couldn't find him. And I don't know why I never thought about just going over to the bottom left-hand corner of the town just to look. It's just completely ridiculous. But now that I got that out of the way, it's like I said, we can come back through here and we can play the game without the strategy guide. You know, do it the way that I said that we're going to. We're going to play it nice and straight. We're not going to try to cheat too much. The question I do have to ask, though, is do you think that given enough time, if I had not resorted to using the strategy guide, given enough time, if I would have gone back and talked to everybody, if I would have scoured every town, trying to figure out where the hell he was, would I have eventually gotten down to that point? That was something I was thinking about whenever I was looking at a strategy guide. Oh, they gave me some eye drops. What a coincidence. I could use some eye drops. Isn't that amazing how that works? Wow, good on you, Final Fantasy. Giving me something I could actually friggin' use. It was something that I was thinking, though, is would I have found him if I hadn't, you know, actually... I mean, it would have taken a lot longer. Holy shit, it would have taken forever and a day. And I know there was some Final Fantasy that I did play where I did that. Where I was trying my damnedest not to use the book. And I wound up missing something somewhere along the way, and I had to go all the way back to the beginning. And then slowly work my way back down, trying to figure out the next place I had to be. I don't remember which one that was, but I know I've done that before. It's such a pain in the ass whenever you do it, too. And I know having map markers and quest icons and all the other shit, I know it makes it easier to do on newer games, but there's still that tiny bit of, you know, role-playing that goes into going everywhere on the map trying to figure out where everything is and what's going on with everything, and it's fun sometimes. So there's stairs here. What's down here? Probably a treasure chest that it's gonna, yeah. That I'm gonna get hit at least once. There we go. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna make it to the treasure chest. Oh, this is killing me. The worst thing about it, and I know I've said it before, the worst thing that kills me though is that they will give these monsters first strike. And when you've got 6 monsters on the screen, or 8 monsters on the screen, and you're sitting through the first 4, because, you know, they only let the front 4 monsters attack you. So when you're sitting there waiting for them, it's just a pain in the ass. Is that a shirt? I got a shirt and a knife and some eye drops. These are the worst treasures in the game. Oh my god. But having to sit through all 4 of them, and then whenever it comes to my turn, and then I actually choose what I'm going to do, and then it gives them the first strike again. It's just, it takes so damn long. I'm sorry, but if you can kill a monster in one hit, that monster's initiative doesn't exist anymore. It should not exist anymore. His initiative should be nil. You know, I should be able just to look at him and he would just die automatically. It just kills me. Screamers, nice. It's nice to see him outside of the that really shitty blue cavern. Screamers. That was a movie. That was with what's his name? Played RoboCop. John something, is that right? I don't remember. If anybody knows the name of that guy that played RoboCop, leave in the comments. But he it was like a future movie, and there was like these weird robot things, and they were taking over humans. Oh my god, what was that? Brain? The brain! And then Swapper. Wait, did these guys like swap? Am I not going to be able to find out because I'm going to kill them? Swap. Uh oh, here we go. Ah, you missed, you son of a bitch. I was going to say, please let the swap hit, that way we can get his HP up more, right? You know? I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all. Okay, we already got that. Is that a door? Probably an empty room. That's all I need. But yeah, Screamers. That was a good movie. That's one of those, I think it was 1991, 92, somewhere around there. That was a really good movie. I don't think it was 80s, though. I think it was, if it was 80s, it was late 80s. Holy shit. Oh, they're doing their damnedest to get that swap out, but they ain't gonna make it, are they? Final Fantasy Swap Meet. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Final Fantasy Swap Meet. What's up? For fuck's sakes. That was, they were on a different planet, and they were using the robots as security. Is that what it was? Or something, and it turned out that the robots were too good. And, fuck me. Friggin' empty room. Turned out the robots were too good, and they, No, what it was is they attacked anything that moved. And you had to wear a special wristband or something in order to hide your heartbeat, because they focused in on heartbeats or something like that. And you had to wear a special wristband to hide your heartbeat, because it muffled your heartbeat, or it made your heartbeat irregular. That way they wouldn't know. But they just left these things through their own devices or something, and they started evolving. It was one of those, you know, one of the first, you know, computers making computers out of control. You know, it was well after the Terminator came out. It came out after Terminator 2, if I remember right. Or maybe before Terminator 2. I don't know. But it was just one of those that it was kind of big, but it wasn't really too big. It became more of a cult classic than anything else, but still, that was a good movie. And I've seen it on. Did it pop up on Amazon Prime or did it pop up on Netflix? It popped up on one of them. And I said, man, I love that movie. It was Amazon Prime. I said, man, I gotta watch that movie again. It's such a good movie. It's one of those that automatically takes me back, you know. Takes me back to my teenage years. Not talking about Final Fantasy at all. We're talking about a movie. You hear me? Of course, I talk about Final Fantasy. Oh no, wait. There was a little bit of Final Fantasy news that came out. They are talking about remaking Final Fantasy VIII. You think it's an empty room? There's a staircase right there and a room. Now, of course, in your mind, in the RPG players, in the Final Fantasy players' mind, they're looking at that door saying, "Oh, it's just going to be an empty room. Don't worry about it. Whatever." So in Square's mind, though, they're saying, "Oh, well, what they're going to think is that there's nothing in that room because it's right beside a staircase." But because it is beside a staircase, they're going to think, "Oh, there is something in that room." So they're going to go in there and they're going to find it empty. Because in RPG player's mind, they're thinking, "Oh, it is by a staircase, so there has to be something in there." Because the trick of it is, if you don't go in it, there's going to be something in it because you know it's going to be an empty room. If it makes any sense at all. So, the conundrum here is that empty or not? I think there's a treasure chest in there. Because it is beside it. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Square wins another one. Because it's beside the staircase. It's there to trick you into thinking that something is in there. Because they wouldn't leave an empty room beside the staircase. Because it would be a trick to do it otherwise. So you would automatically assume, oh, it's just an empty room. It's a trick. But the trick that they would pull on you, the true trick that they would pull on you is, since you're not going to go into that room anyways, they're going to put a treasure chest in that room. So there would be a treasure chest in that room because they would think that you wouldn't go in it, because the trick of it is you're thinking that because it's beside a staircase, it's going to be an empty room because they're tricking you. So I got tricked based upon my theory that they were going to trick me. So fuck it. I had a psychology class in college that... See, here's another one, too. Now, this one, because I got tricked on the last one, this one right here should have something in it, because this is like a makeup... This is like a makeup room for them saying, you know, well, hey, okay, haha, we got you on the last one. Here you go, have a free room on us. What was I saying? I had a psychology class in college where we spent the entire semester learning about the three nights. If anybody knows anything about psychology, especially Psychology 101, they know about the three nights. Basically what it is there's three nights. Two of them tell the truth, one of them tells a lie. And each one of them says something different. And you have to basically decode what the hell they say, and it's empty. Son of a bitch. They pulled the bullshit switcheroo on me twice. I can't I can't trust this game ever again. I cannot trust this game ever again. For fuck's sakes. But yeah, it was a whole thing about, you know, or maybe what was it? I kept the sheet somewhere too. I kept almost all of my really interesting college stuff, just because some of it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna look back on this 20 years from now and just be like, what the fuck was going on? But it was one of those things where it was like, you know, it would be night A, night B, night C, A, B, and C, and it would say something like, Night A says that you cannot trust B and C. Night B says that Night A is a liar. and Knight C says that he is a liar, you know, one of those types of things, and you have to figure out which one's telling the truth or not. I'm just going on stats. I'm not fucking rooms. I will come back in later on and empty these castles out, because I know there is treasure in these castles. But it would be one of those types of things. And in that situation, if Knight A was saying that the other two were telling lies, if Knight A was saying the other two was telling lies, then Knight B would be the truthful one, because Knight A would be saying that the other two are telling lies. Or no, Knight A would be right, because Knight C... Oh, for fuck's sakes. You see what I mean? It's one of those types of deals. Psychology 101 with nicodemoscain. Holy shit. It makes my head hurt just thinking about it, too. Stupid computer pop-ups. Blood sword. Don't I already have a blood sword? I already got a blood sword. It was one of those that, I mean, I got really good at it too. That it got to the point to where the teacher or the professor, whatever you wanted to call him, he would basically come in with a list of. He'd come in with a paper with a list of letters, and it would just be A, B, and C, and then there would be like 3 lines beside each of them. And then you basically just had to circle which one was correct. And it was the weirdest goddamn class I've ever taken. Oh my God, because we were in the chest. But it almost, there were times where it almost just didn't make any damn sense. Oh, Layla's about to die. Holy shit, I just noticed that. I'm too busy sitting there talking about that damn psychology class. But it was so weird. It was so weird the way that he taught that. And I always kind of sat and wondered, like, is this really teaching us anything? Are we learning anything by doing this? Because it didn't lead anywhere. You know, it really didn't do anything for me other than learn me how to tell the difference between a knight that's lying and a knight that's telling the truth. So I don't know, you know, it was a very weird class. Very, very weird class. Life. Alright, now while I'm at it. Go ahead and do that. That way we got everybody up to speed. Yeah, that first year in college was nuts. The first semester by itself was nuts. Whenever you hear about, you know, if you ever hear about anybody saying that they don't really teach you much in college, that most of it's just kind of fluff work, that's the kind of shit that they mean right there. It was that, and it was... it was a basic math, just as a starter class, because apparently I didn't take the right types of math in high school. I don't know what it was. So it was, you know, adding 4-digit numbers, that's right, 4,000, 5,000, you know, stuff like that. So that was a fucking joke and a half. I felt like a brainiac in that class only because I had a couple of the football players from the team that were in that class that backstabber. What the freaking hell is a backstabber? But I had a couple of the football players in that one, and they just were not very smart. You know, no offense to football players, but they were just kind of dumb. Fiend Fang with muddle effect. What the fuck? Does anybody need this? Okay, what about Berserk? Do you need Berserk? That's all you can take, isn't it? Well, shit. Alright. Well, there you go. Oop, there it is. There's a stairway right there. What was some of the other ones? not the critical thinking, the creative writing. That one was fun. That was interesting. There was a critical thinking class, but I never took that one else. Of course, then I was going in for computer programming at the time. So, well, it was actually considered computer technology, but I had to go through all the programming classes because back in the 90s, you know, you couldn't just take somebody else's program and just run with it, you know. Hardware wasn't really the biggest thing in the world back in the 90s. Hardware is bigger now because... what the fuck is this? Because everything is basically run, you know, by the programs. What is this? But back then it was... they were trying to find the next group of programmers to write the new programs for the future. So I had to take the basic programming classes, and it was a lot of those if-then sequences, which was kind of cool. I made a orchid, what? Oracle dagger? Oracle dagger. It's hard to say. I made a lot of... I did... oh shit, Rios. Look at this damn thing. But I made a dot move across the screen, which I thought was the coolest thing in the world. I wish I could have done more with that. Had I thought back then that I could have used those programming skills to make video games. Oh my god, that would have been amazing. But of course, back then I wasn't really thinking about much. I was country bumpkin in a big city, so I lived by that rule. There's time and place for everything, and it's called college. And by God, I lived that up. All right. Oh, there's another door puzzle. Come on. Are we going to have to do the random door thing again? We might have to do the random door thing again. Let me get my phone. I know we're coming up on time, too. Which sucks. Holy crap, how many doors are there? 2, 4, 6 doors. Okay. Alright, here we go. Random number. Alright. We're going to go minimum 1, maximum 6. So, let's see which door we go in. And door number 5. Shit. Did I hit it? Oh my goodness. On the first try. What is up? Hell yeah. On the first try, and there's a warp out, and I got hit by a monster. Son of a bitch. Wow. That was pretty goddamn spectacular, if you ask me. Seriously, guys, that was random number generator. We've already done this one before, where we had the door 1 through 4, and I had to hit every single door before I got to hit the right door. This one, it seriously, it was number 5. It's what the generator says right now, number 5. That was awesome. First try. What's up? Well, there you go. Okay, now we're stopping. Wow, that was amazing. Alright, so there you go. This has been Final Fantasy II. I've been your host, nicodemoscain. Come back next time whenever we are going to take the black mask and the white mask, and we're going to go back to Mysidia, I think it is, and do stuff. I think they said we have to use the white mask on the statue underneath Mysidia, and that will cause the doppelganger to stop moving, because there's a doppelganger in Mysidian Cave. And then you use the black mask on the doppelganger in the cave, and that will cause him to disappear. I think that's what they said. So we're going to do that next time. So, until then, hey, like, comment, subscribe, or don't. I wish you all well in our future endeavors, and I hope that the world lasts for you. You guys take it easy, save often. Randomly generated numbers. Gotta love it. Later.